students, in previous video we have discussed first tool of our recombinant DNA technology, that is our restriction enzyme. To be more specific, restriction endonucleases. Now we are going to discuss second most important tool, that is our cloning vector. This cloning vector is also called as vehicle DNA. Otherwise it is also called as carrier DNA, one and the same. वापस से एक बार, क्लोनिंग वेक्टर को आप व्हीकल डीएनए भी बोल सकते हो. It is also termed as carrier DNA. Now what is the purpose of this vector? It acts as carrier, it acts as vehicle. Of whom? किसका vehicle? Of course our foreign DNA. Foreign DNA in the sense we are talking about our gene of interest. So let's have a look what I have written. The vectors are DNA molecule that can carry a foreign DNA segment and replicate inside the host cell. Okay, ये vector carries our gene of interest. इसको आप इंट्रोड्यूस करो होस्ट के अंदर एंड विद इन होस्ट दिस वेक्टर डीएनए मस्ट मल्टीप्लाई. इट मस्ट मल्टीप्लाई. सो ये क्या हो गया आपका वेक्टर. नाउ आई हैव रिटन सर्टेन एग्जांपल्स ऑफ वेक्टर व्हिच वी आर गोइंग टू यूज इन अवर रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए टेक्नोलॉजी. दैट आर योर प्लाज्मिड. आई हैव रिटन बैक्टीरियोफेजेस. इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बैक्टीरियोफेज, तो बैक्टीरियोफेज क्या है? दिस आर नथिंग बट वायरसेस हु अटैक्स बैक्टीरिया. These are nothing but viruses who attacks bacteria. Then I have written cosmid. Again, it's a kind of your vector. I have written BAC and YAC. BAC stands for your bacterial artificial chromosome and YAC stands for your yeast artificial chromosome. Okay, and of course our viruses are used as your vector. वापस से एक बार, as a vector you are going to use plasmids, bacteriophage, cosmids, bacterial artificial chromosome, yeast artificial chromosome as well as your viruses. Okay, इसमें से most commonly we are using plasmid and viruses. So the most commonly used are our plasmid and our viruses. Okay, so now we are discussing your plasmids. If we are talking about this plasmid vector, then this is discovered by William Hay and Joshua Lederberg. नाम चाहे तो याद रखो. Okay, this plasmid were discovered by William Hayes and Joshua Lederberg. Now you very well know the definition of plasmid. What are plasmid? Of course, extra chromosomal segment, self-replicating, circular and are double-stranded DNA molecule which are present in bacteria as well as these are present in some yeast. As well as these are present in some yeast. So वापस से एक बार मैंने आपको ये बोला, these are extra chromosomal, self-replicating, usually circular, double-stranded DNA molecule which are present in bacteria as well as some yeast. Okay. As such, this plasmid is not at all required for growth of bacteria or yeast. ना तो plasmid is required for growth, ना तो this is required for division. But this plasmid infers a very important trait on host organism. Say for example, they plays a very important role in antibiotic resistance. Okay, so जो antibiotic resistant gene है वो कहाँ पे present होगा? plasmid पे. कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होगा वो? प्लाज्मिड पे. ओके, सो वंस अगेन प्लाज्मिड इज नॉट नेसेसरी फॉर नॉर्मल सेल ग्रोथ एंड डिविजन, बट दे गिव्स some traits का मतलब some character to host organism. One such I have written, and resistance to certain antibiotic and toxin. Resistance to certain antibiotic and toxin. Now if you are talking about this plasmid, right, then the number of plasmid can be 1 or 2, or It can be in multiple copies ranging from 500 to 700 copies. Okay, ये plasmid एक या दो हो सकते हैं per cell, or in multiple copies, in the sense 500 to 700 plasmids may be present inside host organism. Okay, now this naturally occurring plasmid we are going to modify, बरोबर, which is used as a vector in laboratory. And the most versatile vector, plasmid vector, which we are using is PBr 322. ये प्लाज्मिड को लेबोरेटरी में हमने मॉडिफाई करा. ओके, एंड द मोस्ट versatile, most used, easily manipulated vector which we are going to use is your PBr 322. What I have written, P stands for your plasmid, B and R stands for your Bolivar and Rodriguez. It stands for your Bolivar and Rodriguez who constructed the plasmid. And the number 322, can you see this number 322 is given to distinguish this plasmid from other plasmid that are constructed in same laboratory. So for example, in same laboratory we have constructed PBr 322, we are having PBr 325, PBr 327, PBr 328 and many more. So the number is simply given for distinguishing one plasmid from another plasmid which are formed in same laboratory. तो ये किसके बारे में डिस्कस करा हमने? Plasmid vector. We have discussed PBr 322. So this is your artificially created plasmid, that is PBr 322. Okay, this is how it looks. This is your plasmid PBr 322. P stands for your plasmid, BR stands for your Bolivar and Rodriguez, and 322 is simply a number that distinguish one plasmid from another plasmid. Now there is specific positions, right, which is there in your PBr 322. Starting from first over here, can you see this? This represents your ORI, stands for origin of replication. So any plasmid, or we can say as any vector which we are going to use in recombinant DNA technology, must have origin of replication. From where replication process starts. So here is sequence of your base pair, that is termed as origin of replication. Okay, then most important thing over here, red color one which I have drawn, that represents specific property which is imparted by this vectors, that is our antibiotic resistant gene. So over here, that is sequence of base pair, there is a gene which gives resistant to tetracycline. So simply what I have written, this is tetracycline resistant gene. Simply you can write it like this, tetracycline resistance. Okay, over here, can you see this? This portion, this sequence of base pair, this gene imparts resistance to ampicillin. So this is your ampicillin resistant gene. Now a plasmid must have cloning sites. क्लोनिंग साइट का मतलब होता है recognition site where restriction endonucleases can act. Yes or no? मैंने बोला था, जैसे कि over here I have written EcoR1. तो EcoR1 की सीक्वेंस यहाँ पे क्या होनी चाहिए? GAATTC, palindromic sequence, right? GAATTC, simple as that. तो ये कहलाती है recognition sequence where your restriction enzyme can act. Okay, so this artificially created vector have several recognition site for several restriction endonucleases. One such is your EcoR1, उसकी sequence यहाँ पे ये है, isolated from Escherichia coli. Similarly we are having CLA1, we are having HindD3, Haemophilus influenza. Over here there is sequence for SAL1 obtained from Streptomyces albus. Over here we are having PVU2. Over here we are having PST1, stands for your Prudentia stewarti. Prudentia stewarti. PVU, same one, right? That is Proteus vulgaris. So all black color portion which I have mentioned, yes, CL1 stands for your Cryophanon latum. क्रायोफेनन लेटम, राइट, ठीक है। तो ये सारी ब्लैक कलर की जो मैंने यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंट करी है वो क्या है आपके रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंडोन्यूक्लिएजेस विच एक्ट on specific recognition sequence. Okay, at a time we are going to use of course one restriction endonuclease to make cut in this vector. तो ये क्या हो गया आपका PBR 322 artificially created vector. Most important चीज जो आपको याद रखनी है, it must have origin of replication, it must have this antibiotic resistant gene which act as your selectable marker. What is the function of selectable marker that we will discuss bit later, लेकिन अभी के लिए याद रखो this vector must have antibiotic resistant gene. PBR 322 में दो है for ampicillin resistance and tetracycline resistance, and third property a cloning vector must have is your cloning sites, recognition sites where your restriction enzyme can act. Let us now discuss the features that is required to facilitate cloning into vectors. What feature a cloning vector must have? As I told earlier, it must have three important features, namely origin of replication, selectable marker and cloning site. This we have understood in your artificial vector PBR 322. Now let's talk about this in detail. If you're talking about origin of replication, right? As the name suggests, जहाँ से क्या शुरू हो आपका replication process, right? So this origin of replication are nothing but specific sequence of DNA bases, of course, right? Specific sequence of DNA bases, that is your ATCG, are the DNA bases. उसकी specific sequence, right? Which is responsible for initiating the process of replication. DNA replication आपने सुना होगा. What is the process of DNA replication in which we are going to duplicate? We are going to duplicate our DNA. So इसके लिए there must be presence of origin of replication. So if we are talking about prokaryotic cell, prokaryotic organism की आप बात करो तो this prokaryotic DNA have single origin of replication, whereas if we are talking about eukaryotic DNA, right, then this may have more than one origin of replication. You can abbreviate it as like this, ORI. So for any vector there must be presence of origin of replication. अगर ये ना हो then there is no duplication of DNA. याद रखने वाली बात, prokaryotes have only one ORI, whereas eukaryotes have more than one ORI. Okay, now let's talk about selectable markers. These are the most important thing. We people have understood in PBR 322 antibiotic resistant gene, right? That is your particular sequence that codes for ampicillin resistance and particular sequence codes for tetracycline resistance, right? So if you're talking about selectable marker, so what is the function of this? Again, selectable marker are some sequence of DNA, that is gene, that helps in selecting transformants from non-transformants. Okay, most important thing. Look what I have written. Some genes called selectable marker help in selecting those host cell which contains vector. So the host cell who contains our vector are termed as transformants. Look, it is not necessary that all host cell takes up our recombinant DNA. सभी होस्ट सेल रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए नहीं लेते. So we need to differentiate who has taken, who has not taken, right? And for this purpose we are having selectable marker who does this job very nicely of selecting, right, transformants. मतलब जिसने recombinant DNA लिया है वो from non transformant, most important thing, right? So once again, this selectable marker are mostly your antibiotics, right, like your tetracycline, ampicillin, kanamycin and chloramphenicol. This all are your antibiotic, right? And this antibiotic resistant gene act as selectable marker which helps in differentiating transformants from non-transformants. Okay, once again, डेफिनेशन ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मैंने यहाँ पे लिखी है. व्हाट इज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन? अ प्रोसेस बाय विच अ होस्ट टेक्स अप पीस ऑफ डीएनए. ये प्रोसेस को क्या कहा जाता है भाई? ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. लुक, फॉर योर एक्सप्लेनेशन आई एम ड्रॉइंग ओवर हियर. से फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस इज योर वेक्टर, ठीक है. दिस कैरीज योर जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. ओके, दिस इज your foreign DNA, or you can say it as your gene of interest. So this is your recombinant DNA. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to transfer this recombinant DNA into host, and host is our, say for example, host कौन है यहाँ पे? This are your E. coli. Host are your E. coli. And ये जो process है, the process of transferring this recombinant DNA is called as transformation. इसको क्या कहा जाता है? Transformation, by which a piece of DNA is introduced into host bacterium. तो E. coli क्या होता है बेटा जी? होस्ट होता है, राइट? नाउ देयर इज पॉसिबिलिटी दैट दिस होस्ट may take up this recombinant DNA, right? Even they cannot take up this recombinant DNA. So these cells, can you see these cells? These cells are called as transformant. And this E. coli, this cell is called as non-transformant. ठीक है? तो ये दोनों को डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए वी आर हैविंग सिलेक्टेबल मार्कर दैट इज एंटीबायोटिक रेजिस्टेंट जीन. एंड इन आर्टिफिशियल वेक्टर PBR322 वी आर हैविंग टू एंटीबायोटिक रेजिस्टेंट जीन, एम्पिसिलिन एंड tetracycline. Simple as that. And third most important thing a vector must have is cloning site. क्लोनिंग साइट को आप क्या बोलो? recognition site, right? What is recognition site? The site where different restriction endonucleases can act. We people have understood the structure of PBR322 and we know which restriction endonucleases are there. Simple as that. तो ये क्या हो गया आपका features that is required for cloning vector.